Welcome to Club Nurse. I'm Colton Lord, your host. By you being here today, it shows me that you are someone who wants to learn, grow, laugh, connect, and just let your emotions flow. We are here to share real stories and hear real life experiences from real people. You are not alone in this, and Club Nurse is here to show you that. Don't forget to follow the show and share today's episode with someone you love. Now, let's dive into today's conversation. Hello, Club Nurse. This is Colton Lord, your host of this podcast, and I am here today to bring you some current events, some breaking news that is happening in Southern California, and something that I think that we all working in the healthcare field need to be aware of. This is something that came out today. You can read the full article on Nurse.org. You can search in their search bar for this article and see the full thing, but I'm going to give you the audio version so that if you just want to listen and hear about the news and the information, I'm going to give it to you here as well. But if you would like the visual, if you're someone who wants to read, I do recommend that you go find that article on Nurse.org. You can also find this on TikTok if you just search it. The story's kind of going everywhere right now. And I will warn you, the video is difficult to watch just due to the aggression, the violence from the ICE workers. So basically, this is an incident that happened in Southern California after a landscaper ran into a surgery center. It's called Ontario Advanced Surgery Center. Dennis Guillen Solis, a 30-year-old man from Honduras, was working as a landscaper outside the building when ICE agents arrived to serve warrants for two undocumented men. So as I was watching the video, you can see that the staff, I don't know if they were nurses or if they were just workers of the surgery center, but they were obviously trying to protect Dennis from the ICE officials. They had repeatedly asked for them to show some kind of identification, in which they were not. They were not showing any kind of warrants. They were there to detain Mr. Guillen. So from the article that was posted on Nurse.org, Dennis Guillen has reportedly been in the U.S. for about 3 years, working to support his sick mother in Honduras. Local advocates and witnesses say there was no criminal warrant for Guillen's arrest and that he does not have a criminal record. Some further details that were reported were after his detention, Guillen was held at the Federal Detention Center in downtown Los Angeles. Advocates have raised concerns about the legality and conduct of the ICE operation, especially given the lack of criminal record and the setting of the arrest. So Homeland Security also released a statement stating ICE officers conducted a targeted enforcement operation to arrest two illegal aliens. Officers in clearly marked ICE bulletproof vests approached the illegal aliens' target as they exited a vehicle. One of the illegal aliens, Dennis Guillen Solis, who was from Honduras, fled on foot to evade law enforcement. He ended up near the Ontario Advanced Surgical Center, where hospital staff assaulted law enforcement and dragged the officer and illegal alien into the facility. Then, the staff attempted to obstruct the arrest by locking the door, blocking law enforcement vehicles from moving, and even called the cops, claiming there was a kidnapping. Now, this is something that is definitely a hot topic because I don't know what facilities out there are enforcing any kind of policy or protocol or what we are supposed to do as the healthcare workers if ICE is to enter our facility as natural caregivers, natural protectors. It is something that we spring into action to protect these people. And even I can see, even if they're not a patient, if they are a family or somebody that comes into our facility, we are protective and natural caregivers. This is a difficult situation to be in. And I can imagine in the heat of the moment, especially, what are you supposed to do? Allow this kind of behavior to take place in your place of work. It's very disheartening. It's very difficult to watch. And so then there was, of course, question about this incident and if they are legally allowed to do this. And as the article on Nurse.org reported, that in 2025, the sensitive locations policy, which were places like schools, hospitals, counted as like a sensitive location. But as of January of this year, the sensitive locations policy was officially rescinded by the Department of Homeland Security, which means hospitals and other previously protected sites are no longer categorically shielded from ICE operations. Hospitals are no longer formally protected as sensitive locations from ICE enforcement. ICE agents may conduct enforcement action in hospitals without the special restrictions that were previously in place. Yeah, so again, this creates a difficult position for nurses, healthcare staff, and anybody that are involved in these types of situations because it becomes a scary situation. If ICE does come to your facility and you're in this position of, it's a very moral and ethical thing of like, what do I do? But I also don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to end up, getting arrested or having some kind of charge against me because I chose to protect the patient, the family member, or the citizen or the human being, let me say, that is at that facility. Homeland Security does report that no clinic staff was detained in the incident, and though DHS accused them of interfering with the arrest by demanding to see a warrant, locking doors, and calling police to report a possible kidnapping. So, as I said, if you want more on this case, if we get any more information, we'll be sure to report on that. But find the full article on Nurse.org. I also had posted something on my social media at Colton Allen Lord that you can find a clip of the footage from this situation. Again, it is difficult to watch if you are going to search it. I do just warn you that it is not easy to watch. And just a reminder, as somebody that works in healthcare and nurses, at the end of the day, we are there to protect patients. We are there to be an advocate for people. But I do just want everybody to remember that the most important person to keep safe is yourself. And that goes for any situation. And I think that is something that I had to learn kind of the hard way in my nursing career, is that no matter what's happening, of course, your patients matter to you and you're going to do what you can to keep them safe and do what's right by them. But your safety and you getting home to your family, your children, getting home to your pets, or just getting home to yourself is the most important thing that you can possibly do. And your safety is the most important. I know that we are trained and we are taught to take care of people and be there for people in their most vulnerable moments. And I think we do a beautiful job as a collective. Nurses are very often looked at as the most trusted profession in the world. And I think that there's a reason for that. But we just have to remember that nursing is not our life. It is a part of who we are. And when we leave those walls of the hospital, the surgical centers, wherever we are working, we have a life beyond that. And it is more important that you are getting home safe to whoever it is that you're going home to, even if that is yourself. So take care of yourself. And I know that these are really difficult times to deal with. And, this doesn't even go as far as whatever side of the political spectrum you fall on. This is just humanity. And regardless, it is really difficult to see that this is just human beings being treated in such ways. Again, regardless of how you look at it, it's still very jarring to our systems to just witness these kinds of things happening. So take care of yourself. If we have any more information on ICE or on the situation with Dennis or the Ontario Advanced Surgical Center in Southern California, we will be happy to continue reporting on that. But thank you for coming here to Club Nurse. I know this is kind of a heavy and serious conversation, a serious topic to cover, but it is real and it's happening. And I think that it's very important for us to stay informed. So until next time, I love you guys. Thanks for coming to Club Nurse. Bye. From the bottom of my heart, I wanted to thank you for being here at Club Nurse. I hope you gained something valuable from today's episode. And if you did, remember to share this episode with someone that you love. Follow me on socials at Nurse Daddies or Colton Lord 17. And be sure to follow Nurse.org to stay informed with all of the hottest healthcare topics. Until next time, take care of yourself the way you take care of everyone else. Love ya. Bye.